Question: do you enjoy watching live streams? I know I do. There are a couple of things that maybe sometimes people do and they don't really mean to do it, but if avoided, in my opinion, it could really help the live stream. Let's talk about this. Back to the corner in a minute. Hey, this is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Notice I'm using the audio format tonight. Remember we went over this, that I have that option. This is the beauty part of when you have your own show and you work with StreamYard. And this time around, I wanted to go the audio way. How's everybody doing today? Hope that everyone is doing well. Welcome to The Corner, a show for small YouTubers by a small YouTuber, because we're all in this together, and it is definitely a fun journey, but it is a journey and we learn, and we're all works in progress. You know, it's interesting to me sometimes the comments that one might receive having a small YouTube channel, anything from the sublime to, well, the ridiculous. And I do filter my comments, and lo and behold, was I surprised to see what I perceived as the person try to come across as, oh, I'm being constructively critical, but it downright really was probably that person really just meant to be rude and insulting. This is something you're going to come across in your journey. Just want to let you know now, it is part of it. And I just threw it in a garbage can. That's it. Just say it. So just want to get that one out of the way. There you go. It is part of the thing. So how you doing this evening? Hope that everyone's doing well on this Saturday night. You know, I want to talk about different things that we can absolutely do with our wonderful option when we have our YouTube channel. One of it is to educate. The other one is to entertain. I call myself an edutainer, which I think is, pretty funny. But the points do come across, and, that's truly what matters. Let's talk about live streaming for a second. How many of you have favorite folks that you love their personality? They just draw you back in every single time on their live streaming. And you want to know something? Now, this I learned from professional live streamers, okay? Professional. There is a common thing that sometimes people do. They do it inadvertently when they're new at it. So this may be something you may want to avoid. If you go to do a live stream, a lot of people they'll tap on and they'll say, all right, let's wait for everybody to get here. And you're going to do that because think about the current viewer. Why would they want to sit through? Let's wait for everybody to get here. No. That's actually a no-no on a live stream, but a lot of people do it. A lot of people do it. Well, let's wait for this. Let's wait for that. Okay. They can wait, but you don't have to wait. They could, in other words, the host of the stream, okay, hostess, whatever you want to call, person, whatever, that person can be talking about a topic. Just jump into the topic. You're never going to see me if I go on live, which I do go on live once in a while. If I go on live, you're never going to hear me say, okay, wait, let's wait. All right, what? No. Think of your favorite big live streamers, and I mean big, okay? You're not going to hear, okay, let's wait. No. So that's actually, it's a common mistake. People don't mean harm by it, but it can lose the viewer's attention. You see, if you don't get the viewer's attention in that first 30 seconds, some people even venture, I think, even to say the first 10 seconds. That's called the hook. The hook. Ever notice what I do? Question, boom. Question, boom. Not all the time. Sometimes I'll say statement. Or I'll just talk directly for like a sentence about what I'm going to talk about. This is a very, very important thing to do, because if you don't capture the viewer or the listener's attention immediately, that person is going to hang up on your show and you'll never see them again for that show anyway. Maybe they'll come back because they like you in the future. But the goal is to keep the listener or the viewer there because you have a dedicated message to share. You have a dedicated message to share. Now, last week I mentioned that I'm going to talk about the run of show. What is a run of show? Kind of has a funny sound to it. Well, that's a term used in live streaming, and basically it's an outline of a show. Is it a complicated ordeal? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's basically you're taking crib notes ahead of time and you have a plan or an outline for your show. That's all I'm going to say about it this week. In the future, I'm going to do a dedicated show specifically, completely about run of show. But I could tell you this much from my experience, less is more. Okay? Now, I want to touch briefly upon, let's say you invite a guest or a few guests to your show. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with my channel. Maybe you've never been here until this show. But I have done a number of interview shows, a number of them. So you could just like find them, or I could just hook a couple up in the description box below, which I could do that. Just put a couple, link them up in the description below. That's not a big deal. Check them out and see what I do. I get right to the point, okay? For example, not that long ago, by the way, I've had some notable guests on my shows. Notable guests. This is why I'm going to talk to you in a minute about beauty metrics, if you will, e.g. the subscriber count. I'll get into that in a minute. I have had such notable guests on my show. One of them includes Prepper Princess, okay? Because Dawn and I, Sensible Living with Money Mom and I host our own show. We have our own show, our own interview style type podcast type show. We come on once a month. It's called the Dawn and Jan Show. We have interviewed pretty much quite a few notable guests on our show. And that says a lot. What does that mean about the beauty metrics and the subscribership? All right. Some people are very like caught up with the numbers. Ooh, that person only has 3,000 subs. So what? That person with 3,000 subs still managed to interview a notable guest like Prepper Princess, who has at the moment of this recording, about 270,000. She's a silver play button person, a talent. It doesn't matter. So don't get caught up. Get caught up with what kind of a message are you delivering to the folks. This is the point I want to make this week. Okay, there are a couple of points I want to make this week. One, don't get caught up with, I need expensive camera gear. I need the latest and the greatest. Big deal. On my Chrome tablet, my Chrome notebook, whatever you want to call that thing. When I did that interview with Prepper Princess, for example, that was on a Chrome tablet, and the message went across and everybody got their show. Thank you, StreamYard, by the way. Just saying. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't get caught up with your equipment. A person can have the greatest equipment in the world, because like that was part of the interesting, let's just call it interesting negative comment about my channel doesn't grow because I have a bad filming quality or something to that effect. You're looking right now at a very clear graphic. I'm staring at it as I speak. What is so unclear about it? You do not have to have expensive. You do not have to have expensive. You may want to grow with it, but right now, my channel's budget does not provide for me to get, the $1,000 camera. As long as my messages come out clearly, I'm trying to send it not so much for me. I'm trying to send this message out to you. Do not get caught up with going out and spending like a lot of money on camera gear, especially if you're very, very, very beginning. Why do I say that? How do you know you're going to stick with this plan? How do you know you're going to stick with this journey? I know of someone that like really went out of their way and like really, like went for a lot of money on certain things. And in a short period of time, they discovered that this journey was not for them. And there's nothing wrong about that. And I give the person credit for trying, because trying is succeeding in my book. Okay. So the person did not pursue it, and that's totally fine. But what made me sad is that that person also forked out a ton of money. So grow with your channel, grow with the gear as your channel's budget allows it to. So, this is what I'm saying. Don't get caught up with that. All right. Speaking of caught up, I think I should take a minute to mention this. Do not fall into the trap of naysayers. What do you want to do that for, YouTube or whatever platform you're doing? I'm just using that as an example. There are always going to be naysayers. When I first mentioned that I'm going to, do this channel, most of the people said that I know said that's nice, but of course you're going to, run into a naysayer or two. Do you think I didn't run into a naysayer or two? Of course I did. Of course I did. But I had to fluff it off like the flea it was. Never stop being you, okay? There is only one Jan from New York City saves money. There's only one sensible living with money mom. There is only one Rhoda Stone. There's only one Steve Young 74. You know what I'm trying to say? There is only one of you. Be the best you that you can be. All right, now, got a question for you. If you would like to mention your channel, mention the purpose of your channel in the comment section below. So you are invited to do that. I am inviting you to do that. And who knows, maybe other folks will see it and want to check out your channel. This is very, very important. Now, we also know that it is not a cool idea to spam anyone else's channel. Like just go there and like hang a comment that sounds more like an advertisement than an actual comment. You know what I'm trying to say? That is like a YouTuber, for example. No, that's not good to do. But what I'm doing is I'm inviting you, in this case, today, specifically for this show and for its purposes on this show, to describe your channel and so on and so forth. Of course, only, the nice stuff. The bad stuff, it's not going to see this comment section. Just saying. Hey, I keep it real. When it's your channel, it's your home. A channel is like your own home. You have your own house rules, Your circus, your monkey. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. All right, listen, thank you for tuning in. I hope that this is of value to you. And if this is of any value to you, who knows what to do with it? That's an easy fix. As soon as I could find it. Where's my tapping? Hang on. All right. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video. And I hope it helps at least one person this week. Hey, I like doing this as an audio style. This is pretty cool. There you go. Have a great day, everybody. Come back soon. Bye-bye.